New school year, new programs, and new opportunities.
It's really cool to see how the school is progressing.
We're back to school and back in the classroom. Welcome back. A new episode of Real School starts now.
Today, we begin with a number, 14. That's how many new Duval County schools and programs made their official debut this fall. Those changes can be seen even among our littlest learners here at SP Livingston Elementary. Last year, this was a traditional elementary school. Now it's an early learning center, serving students grades pre-K to 2. We were there as Dr. Nikolai Beatty visited students on their first day. Students had fun learning their letters and numbers, reading with their teachers, and drawing some neat pictures. The Samuel Wolfson School for Advanced International Studies and Leadership is another newly transformed school. And it turns out, lunch duty was part of Dr. Beatty's back-to-school visit. That's right, gloves and all. Dr. Beatty got behind the counter and served students on their first day. What would a school tour be without visiting classrooms? From biology to algebra, Dr. Beatty took time to observe lessons and chat with students. For all of the schools featuring new programs and themes, you may be wondering why the changes. In a recent news conference, Dr. Beatty told members of the press that they were necessary for each school's continued success. He believes the new programs will not only help combat challenges such as under-enrollment, but they will also serve as exciting options for parents and students.
Today's parent is a consumer, and we are living in a landscape of extreme choice. And we know that if we don't offer parents what they want and what their children need to be successful academically and socially, they will not go to traditional public schools.
Some of the other new programs this year include a school just for students with autism, as well as new vocational and trade programs. For a complete listing of schools and their new programs, visit duvalschools.org.
I really like the teachers and how we're learning.
I love the new teachers. I love all the new subjects.
I can see how excited they are when they come to school that they're a part of something that's inaugural.
It's curtained up at Fort Caroline Middle School, the district's newest dedicated magnet school for IB and visual and performing arts. Now we go to Real School reporter Rishi Kumar. What can you tell us?
We're talking lights, camera, action to an exciting new season at Fort Caroline. And guess what? It's only just the beginning. They're getting into step, hitting the right notes, drawing, collaborating, and acting.
I have a big passion for theater and I want to be an actress.
It's all in the day's work here at a totally transformed Fort Caroline Middle School.
I can see how excited they are when they come to school that they're a part of something that's inaugural. And so being able to offer the arts for them this year in a way that hasn't been offered before, it's just very exciting.
1, 2, 3.
All students attending Fort Caroline had to audition to be placed in one of 4 art programs. There are dance, instrumental music,
people with instruments,
theater, and visual and graphic arts. Students can also participate in the school's IB program, which was carried over from last year.
I love the new teachers. I love all the new subjects. I love all the kids I meet every day.
Right now, the school is in phase 1. That means construction is underway, with the list of projects that includes a theater lab, a dance studio, a band suite, and a choral suite. So for now, that means working and learning in some temporary spaces.
They're so excited. So they can see the changes every day when they come to school. They know that something is being built around them, and so they can't wait to take advantage of the new facilities.
Up until this year, La Villa School of the Arts was the district's only other visual and performing arts middle school. But district leaders knew the demand for these programs was on the rise.
We're also seeing an influx of students coming from across the district who wanted to go to La Villa, was on their waiting list, but wasn't able to get in or didn't know really what other options they had. So now we're able to open our doors to children from all over Duval County. And so we're seeing a lot of kids come out from all sides of town.
A lot is a perfect way to describe it, because Fort Caroline Middle already has a waiting list at each grade level. Pretty impressive for the first few weeks of school.
I think the schools is a big thing. It's supposed to mean that kids having a passion for having a goal in certain life and a dream.
So students continue to get on their feet, learn with music, create beautiful art, and get high tech. They couldn't be more excited about what's to come.
It's really cool to see how the school is progressing every single day.
Definitely an exciting time at Fort Caroline Middle School. Student enrollment is already at 500, which is more than last year's. For Real School, I'm Rishi Kumar.
Thanks, Rishi. Hundreds of Duval County families kicked off the year cashing in on an amazing deal. It combines technology and affordability. Jasmine Lowe is here with the scoop.
If you're in the market to purchase a laptop, you can usually expect to spend hundreds of dollars, if not more. What if I told you could just buy one for $50? You heard that right, 50. That's the price hundreds of Duval County public schools families paid for used laptops, courtesy of the district's Information Technology Department. So how'd they get such a sweet deal? Well, the district replaces laptops every few years, and they're normally recycled. But this year, the district chose to sell them to DCPS families. The computers were sold in a special sale, and a first-come, first-served basis. For those who secured notebooks, they agree that this is a great way to gain access to technology. We spoke to one student who tells us his laptop will come in handy this school year.
Especially my Algebra 1 work, it's on the computer, so I really need this computer. Really a good opportunity for some people if their parents couldn't afford a high expensive computer.
We definitely agree, Alexander. What a great program. So what kind of computers did these students get? The re-imaged Lenovo ThinkPad notebooks. As an added bonus, DCPS students are eligible to get a free operating system upgrade and Microsoft Office 2016. Nice! Now, this was the first sale of its kind, but don't worry, more are to come. The district is working on future sales. Be sure to stay tuned by checking out duvalschools.org. For Real School, I'm Jasmine Lowe.
Thanks, Jasmine. Some call it the summer slide, others the summer slowdown. But as Will Nowak reports, we've got the cure for summer learning loss, and we have to admit, it's pretty super.
Absolutely. Why fall behind when you can get ahead? Hundreds of students spent the summer getting a jump start on the new year and getting an A+ for fun.
So our first set,
It's the combination of academics and activities, studying and sports, dedication, and even dancing that's taking these students to the head of the class.
We kind of made it fun because we've incorporated the line dance and the arts and crafts. So in between their reading, math, and science, they still have those fun activities.
Say goodbye to summer school as you know it, and say hello to the district's Super Summer Academy.
It teaches you things about that you need to learn next year, so you can already be ready for the next grade you're going in.
It's more than just a prescription for fun. It's the remedy for the dreaded brain drain. That period of time when experts say students are prone to forgetting what they've learned, simply because they're out of school.
That's why I always join Super Summer Academy, so then I can keep on learning over the summer.
This 5-week program is geared towards students attending Title I schools. Through a lottery system, students applied for a chance to go to one of 7 elementary schools. From the start, they hit the books and sharpened their skills.
we see this sign. It kind of looks like an alligator mouth.
It's helping me to be a better reader, and I'm already good at math. I'm learning how to draw better in art.
They also participated in daily enrichment activities, including field trips, movies, and games.
So it's not like we're just drilling, which we are, but they don't actually feel it because they're having the fun in between. So it's a great collaboration with the Super Summer Academy along with the enrichment activities.
The Super Summer Academy has all of the makings of a traditional summer camp, but without the cost. Yep, this program is absolutely free. A huge value that hasn't been lost on the students or the parents. So no matter how you look at it, it's a win-win. A fun, interactive experience with lasting academic impact.
It's actually going to allow them to be a little bit ahead of the students that weren't actually participating because they've gotten that academic piece and it kept it going over the summer.
When Super Summer Academy is done, when you go back to school, you can learn more things that you didn't learn in school.
So I know I'm not an elementary school student, but where can I sign up? All kidding aside, this is an amazing program. I can't wait to see what's next. For Real School, I'm Will Nowak.
Thanks, Will. Coming up on Real School, these students are ready for liftoff. They're turning everyday objects into an out-of-this-world science experience. Keep watching to learn more about a special enrichment program just for middle schoolers. Plus, it's a one-stop shop right at your fingertips. We've got the scoop on OneView, the new educational portal changing the game, both in and out of the classroom. Don't change the channel. Real School will be right back.
A. Philip Randolph Academies of Technology is combining high school academics with career-ready skills. This fall, new trade programs in high-growth industries will be available for students, including welding, electrical, plumbing, carpentry, HVAC, and more, preparing our students for college, career, and life every day. For more information, visit duvalschools.org.
A little music, a little dancing, a little cheering, and a whole lot of school spirit. We're at Ribault High School for a sensational send-off. Welcome back to Real School. Hours before Ribault's football team hit the road for an away game, hundreds came together in a huge show of support. Talk about a grand entrance for the team. This send-off was all part of the big Battle of I-95. It's a new tradition that's given football teams from Duval County and Miami-Dade a chance to compete. In addition to celebrating their home team, students also heard from some special guests. That includes former NFL player Marcus Pollard, as well as Bob Sepchek with the Jacksonville Sports Medicine Program. As for the game, we can report that Ribault gave it their all, but fell just short of a win. Their final score was Miami-Norland 9 and Ribault High School 6. Now we're headed to Highlands Middle School. Reporter Madeline Stafford has more on the stellar STEM camp that has students soaring.
Just when you thought water bottles were for, well, holding water, we're taking you to a camp that turns everyday objects like this into an unforgettable science lesson. With the clock ticking, students were racing against the time to assemble their projects. Working in small groups, they measured, cut, and taped.
Good job, guys. I like that as we're learning, we're also having fun, and it makes us want to learn more.
The assignment was to make their very own rockets using water bottles and other household objects. As they perfected their craft, teacher Angie Kindler kept a close eye on their progress.
It helps with that brain drain, so a lot of the information that they get during the school year goes away during the summer, and so this is going to help keep them refreshed on some of those skills.
Right now we're talking STEM skills, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That's because this is a STEM enrichment camp for incoming 6th graders.
What we mostly do is math, but I like reading too. That just gives me more love for math.
Highlands Middle School is one of 8 schools that hosted the invitation-only camp. 3 days a week for 6 weeks, students participated in lessons and activities designed to get them ready for liftoff into the world of STEM. Wow, looks good, right?
This gives students that opportunity to do those hands-on activities and get practice. Because science, to me, is about inquiry, and it's about doing stuff and actually learning and thinking through the problem-solving process. So it's a great opportunity for them.
Students also spend a lot of time in labs like this.
What I like is coding and how we get to design and move characters in the game.
But this camp was about much more than just STEM. It was also about helping students transition from elementary to middle school.
It is a difficult transition for them, but these incoming 6th graders will get to see how the school works, get a layout, so I think it will be beneficial for them.
I'd say this STEM camp did a pretty good job of launching these students into the 2016-2017 school year.
Because it's helping me to be prepared for switching classes, because we didn't do that in elementary school and stuff. And yeah, it's helping me learn more about what's going to happen next year, so I'll be prepared.
All I have to say is, do you think they can teach me how to make one of those rockets? For Real School, I'm Madeline Stafford.
Thanks, Madeline. For our next story, all signs are pointing to a unique educational experience. We're talking about dozens of students learning a brand new language.
And what is this? Tiger! All right, good job. You all are smart.
That's Contrell Martin, children's book author and special guest at Ramona Boulevard Elementary. On this day, he gave students a lesson in American Sign Language, and this group was picking it up fast. Martin's visit was part of the Literacy Department's Summer Launch and Learn program. All throughout the summer, students could participate in interactive book reading sessions like this one, while also enjoying a healthy lunch. Martin is the author of Shelley's Outdoor Adventure and Shelley Goes to the Zoo. Both books were written to help students and their families learn and enjoy American Sign Language. Accessing everything from grades to homework assignments just got easier. It's all thanks to an educational portal called OneView. Brand new this school year, our Gracie Marsh has the report. Gracie, what can you tell us?
Why worry about multiple websites and programs when you can do it all in one place? Well, OneView does just that, and it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just get on the World Wide Web and go. It's that simple. Whether you're a student,
it can make the school experience easier.
a teacher,
it does make my life easier and makes the students' life easier.
A parent,
you can have easy access to the student grades. You can see the resources for the students.
or a principal.
It's a one-stop shop. Really, they can do everything within that OneView portal.
The district's new education portal, OneView, is one new and easy way to have it all at your fingertips. OneView officially launched over the summer after months of hard work, preparation, and collaboration.
How do we make the student experience as the best it can be, right? And how do we get these students to a place where they can be successful and they can achieve their potential?
The goal was to create a platform where people could easily access important information and resources.
Well, the rationale really was because we have so many disparate systems that are all over the district. You may have a data piece over here, your lunch menu's over here, the bus schedule's over here. So really, OneView is designed to take all these different data points, pull them all into one spot so that it's all that single pane of glass. Everything that you need to do or expect to have access to on a daily basis is all right there for you.
Thanks to OneView, students and parents can see everything from grades, assignments, blended learning apps, and schedules. Teachers have an easy way to communicate with parents.
I don't have to send notes home. I can actually email my students and they can email me right back. We can collaborate and communicate about their homework, about any kind of topics they have.
Finally, principals have access to important data in one place.
You can't really do things differently for students if you don't understand where their problems and challenges are. And that comes through data and analytics. But you can't access that, you can't manage it, you can't see it, you can't organize it if it's not structured the right way. And that's what the portal system will provide.
And all of these features are just the tip of the iceberg. We don't have time to tell you about all of the great things you can do in OneView, but we highly suggest that you grab your computer and get started today.
Our students are hungry for technology. We need to build those critical thinkers. We need to think outside the box. We need to be able to innovate for our students, and I think this is just the right way to spark that within our students.
With OneView, schools are not just saving time and resources, they're also saving paper. In fact, one teacher tells us she went 6 months without having to purchase any, thanks to this new technology. For Real School, I'm Gracie Marsh.
Thanks, Gracie. Coming up on Real School, we're introducing you to a terrific teacher making the grade in and out of the classroom.
I know that this is where I'm supposed to be, and I know that this is the job that I'm supposed to be doing and the impact that I'm supposed to be making.
You'll want to stay tuned as we go behind the scenes with an award-winning teacher who's passionate about her job and passionate about her students. Plus, with a new season of Real School comes a new group of hosts. In moments, we're giving you a behind-the-scenes look at the audition process. Find out who made the cut. Be sure to stick around. Real School will be right back.
The Samuel Wolfson School for Advanced International Studies and Leadership opens to incoming 9th graders this fall. Also available, the International Baccalaureate Program and Honors coursework. Join the pack and enroll in this new dedicated magnet, preparing our students for college, career, and life every day. For more information, visit duvalschools.org.
And I feel this is a very good challenge for you, and it just teaches you so much about yourself and the world around you.
It's a program training men and women to become teachers in some of our highest needs schools. It's called the Jacksonville Teacher Residency Program, and our cameras were rolling as they welcomed their newest recruits. The teacher trainees range from recent college graduates to experienced workers, but they all have one thing in common: a desire to change lives. A special breakfast for the newcomers was held at the University of North Florida. This summer, they were invited to share their stories and to meet their peers. JTR is a 4-year program that partners with UNF, AmeriCorps, and the Quality Education for All Fund. Residents participate in an apprenticeship, receiving training, and also earn a master's from UNF. Finally, each resident is placed in a middle or high school in the district's urban core.
Lots of people are very afraid of working in the urban core just from stories they've heard on the news or stories that other family members have told them. But really, much of it is not true. So this program is so good at explaining what we're really doing here, breaking the stereotypes of what's surrounding the urban core.
JTR is still relatively new. This group of newcomers represents the 3rd cohort to enter the program. We wish the very best to all of the residents. And now, for a special Real School segment, we're introducing you to a terrific teacher sharing her own story in her own words. She says she's living her dream, teaching in the very school she grew up in.
Hi, my name is Melody Zortia. I'm a 5th grade science teacher at Dinsmore Elementary.
Now, is the job to prove our hypothesis right?
This is my 11th year at Dinsmore. Honestly, it's something I remember wanting to do since I was here at Dinsmore, and I just had a great connection with the teachers that were in my community. That's always what I wanted to do, and then coming back to Dinsmore was really the goal in mind, and I was just very fortunate to be able to do that.
Good job. No 10s here, so I'm glad she didn't say 14.
I would have never imagined 11 years ago that I would be saying that I'm a 5th grade science teacher now. You know, if I were to think about myself as a young girl, science, I was very nervous about science. You know, I didn't think I could do well in it, and honestly, that's kind of what scared me about becoming a science teacher too. That's a big deal to me, to make sure that I'm doing the best job that I can to encourage them into these fields. You know, this is where our future is in science and technology.
You need to go a little bit more.
And if they can grasp this early on and get a love for it, I mean, it's going to make their middle school and high school years so much easier, and then hopefully project them into careers that where all of this is going. And it's very important to have a role in these kids' life. I mean, that's a big deal.
What should we do to make an educated guess of the most and least mass with these materials?
I'm spending more time with them, you know, during the day, during their awake hours, than their parents are, and if I can have a role, a positive role in their lives, that's really cool.
It's extremely important to have effective teachers in your building as a principal. Research shows that the #1 most important thing in a child's academic progress is an effective teacher. The #1 reason why we became an A school, because everyone worked very hard. They, you know, they're here from sun up to sundown planning for effective instruction, and I would say that is the #1 reason why we became an A school. Well, I think the misconceptions that are out in the public is that teachers, you know, really don't do a lot. You know, that they have like the summers off, they have winter break off, they have spring holiday off, and they don't do a lot. But the teachers in today's time They really plan strategically for student learning, and that requires a lot of time.
Still needs a little more. Because I get to live in the same community that I teach in, I see these kids, you know, I'll go to their baseball games, and which is the park right down the road from me, because it's exciting to hear my name being called, you know, Miss Ortia, Miss Ortia, Miss Ortia. You know, that's exciting to me. So to be able to plant a seed in them, that I'm there for them, you know, wherever they are, and that they could see me at in a grocery store nearby, at the park, you know, that's really important to me. Well, I have been asked before, you know, if I've ever considered doing anything else, and honestly, never have I considered anything else, because I know that this is where I'm supposed to be, and I know that this is the job that I'm supposed to be doing and the impact that I'm supposed to be making, and there's honestly nothing else I'd rather be doing than teaching.
And we want to wish Miss Ortia a big congrats. She was recently named the American Legion Department of Florida's Teacher of the Year. She received this trophy at the group's convention over the summer. Great work. This season of Real School, we're changing things up by welcoming a record number of hosts. This year's audition process was more fun than ever. An amazing 130 students competed for a spot on the show, and the talent was incredible. This year, we selected 12 hosts, which is more than ever before. You'll see all of us throughout the year. For our high school students, we have Gracie Marsh, Will Nowak, and me, Courtney Sanders. And for our middle school hosts, we have returning hosts Charlotte Rogers and Alex Sobel. We also have Madeline Stafford, Alani Ellison, Rishi Kumar, Patrick Glenn, Jasmine Lowe, Sean Bussey, and Marissa Rhodes. That's it for the season premiere of Real School. We hope you join us again next month. Catch us on the first Sunday of the month at 6 p.m. right here on the CW. Till next time, thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Some of the other new...
Valerie Core, you have a call on Park 11.
The district is...
And guess what? It's only just the beginning.
Okay.
With OneView, schools are not just saving...
It's more than just a prescription for fun. It's the remedy for the dreaded... Alright, okay.
You're doing great. Perfect. No, perfect. I think we're done. I think that was good.
Oh my gosh.
You did great. No. Now we'll do it again. This time I'll record it.
Shut up.
We're taking you to a camp that turns everything...
Okay.
It's okay.
It combines technology and affordability. Jasmine Lowe is here with the scoop.
Yeah,
Jasmine Lowe.
Jasmine Lowe.